Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. Okay, so last time I was in Stormville Castle, and I almost completed it, and now I'm here in Enia of the Lakes. Wow, that looks beautiful. And this is a new NPC. Let's talk to her.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hyetta, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
Sure.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. You are most kind.
Okay,
May the
so I
blessing
guess she
of...
doesn't say anything else right now. Alright, let's talk to Bach.
Good to see you, Master. Do you remember me?
Yep.
Bok, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments. Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all.
Okay, so you can basically alter your garments too from the side of grace. It's kind of a, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this feature. All it does is just removes the cloak or cape, and the garments basically look the same.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys. Bok the seamster at your service, Master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments. Oh, going so
Okay,
soon?
so he's not going to tell me
Please
anything
do
new.
be safe on your journeys.
All right. I just wanted to look over here because it looked so amazing. It just looks gorgeous. And so yeah, that castle over there, that's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, I believe. Okay, so let's go down here quickly to the church, and I'm going to get a couple of sites of graces before I head down to Round Table Hold, just to make sure Sorcerer Rogier is there. So this is a church of Erith, I guess. And this guy Thops.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
Yep.
Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Thops. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries as promised, only none of them are particularly great.
He's not lying. These are probably like the most mediocre sorceries.
Thank you, kind soul, for learning my paltry sorceries. I never imagined that a bluntstone like myself would have the chance to play teacher. Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active. making entry to the academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery, but still, my place is at the academy. Find yourself a glintstone key. Without one, you can't pass through the academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital.
Okay.
You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things. Find yourself without one, and you'll never reach the Erdtree.
So we'll come back to him later. There is going to be an extra glintstone key, but that's after you enter the academy. It's somewhere in there. I think it's on like a chandelier or something. Alright. So let's see here. So there must be, I know there's going to be a couple of sites of grace pretty close to Stormvale Castle. Making sure, because these are kind of areas I probably won't come back to. I mean, I will come back to the church for Thops, but death. And so I know there is a way to bypass Stormvale Castle if Margit is too difficult. I just don't know how to get there. So this area is kind of like a ruin as well. You can find usually a chest or some kind of something delicious to have. But here, let's get this site of grace first. And I think there's a merchant here, and we'll see what he has to sell.
You're new around here. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's. Why don't you take a look at my wares? Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Like I'd never. Okay. Doesn't really have anything that I desire, I guess. Alright. So let's get, there's another, I'm gonna get this site of grace on the opposite side. That way, so when we come back here, we can just go wherever we want. Let's take a ride. Whee! That's amazing. Alright, one right next to it. Alright, let's go this way. I wonder if this is the way to get to the Area of the Lakes through skipping Stormvale Castle. No. Oh, for frick's sake. Oh my goodness. It's like the worst place to be. Okay, so I gotta be honest with you guys. This Halleck tree is a nightmare. I don't even see where these people are. Alright, so I added an Asher Ward to this weapon. Oh wait, no, maybe, yeah, I think it's like a stomping thing so I can see my way across. Alright, so they've already been here because there are enemies in this area. So you want to get over there. Okay. Oh, just a waste of my time. You think the game, when they'd summon you to help someone, they'd summon you to be actually next to the person. These guys. I don't know what's in that chest. I get some long arms. Let's see what's in this chest. A tree spear. I gotta say I don't really use the spears in this game. Alright, so this looks like a dead end. Alright, so this is definitely not the area to bypass the castle. Okay, so let's go to Round Table Hold. Okay. So let us... Oh, I can't go in yet. Why is that? Oh, let's talk to
You
her.
again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nepheli Loux. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses. Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Ensha's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
She's right, we will see her many times. Alright, let's go and talk to this gal over here.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hewg. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish, but if I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderika, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Okay, so as you can see, she'll upgrade all your spirit ashes.
I feel like I'm really coming to grips with spirit tuning of late. I can see how and why immortal essence exists, a spirit under the Golden Order. I can understand their yearnings, what they become drawn to. Master Hewg said it himself, actually, that I'm no mere apprentice any longer. Once again, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Roderika, the Certified Spirit Tuner.
Okay, she's a sweet gal.
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms. I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning, so I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you. The girl has come a long way. As ever, time and technique have made her stronger. 'Tis good to see. An imprisoned monster does not deserve an apprentice or a daughter. But at times, that's precisely what she feels like to me. I've gone soft. And it isn't easy.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna go to the main guy that I want to speak to.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need? Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better. Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it. As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
Okay, so I guess that's all he tells me. Oh yeah, that's right, I can go in here now. So this is the two fingers. You can't really interact with it, but you'll interact with her.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enia, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind, to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
Alrighty then. That wasn't freaky at all, huh?
A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not? Great runes are the stuff of demigods. the children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak. The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left. Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted. Ah, great runes are the stuff of demigods. The children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak. The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left. Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
Okay. Alright, so you can turn in the remembrances to her. I already have the axe, and I don't really want the fist.
Great rule, the children tainted and so listen. The greater will has long renounced.
Okay, I don't understand how these two fingers rule over anything. But yeah, that's apparently what it is in the game. Okay, so let us go back to Stormvale Castle. Okay, so I'm gonna go now to the tower, and this is where you can exchange the great, or not exchange, you activate the great rune. So Godric's great rune gives you +5 to all attributes, which basically increases your level by 40 levels. So it's very useful to have in the beginning of the game. It just gives you a huge boost to your character without actually having to level up. So I'm not really going to engage with these losers because there's I think 3 of them. And these giants have like a lot of HP, it seems. God, this guy's the worst though. It's gonna take him some time to do it again. Eee. Don't hit me, please. Okay, so I'm gone before he actually hit me. I don't know if there's anything on this side. Let's check. I See a bunch of vicious birds. So this is silver pickled fowlfoot that gives you an increased chance to loot, or like gives you extra discoveries. So you can, if you're farming for something, it might make it easier to access or to acquire. And the gold-toed one, that one just increases your experience. And you can make those once you get the books to be able to craft them. So you don't really have to rely on the game to buy them. Well, that didn't make sense. You do have to rely on the game for everything. Alright, so there are several towers of the game. I believe Radahan, Melania, Mohg, and Morgott, they're all, you have to take their great runes to a tower to activate. The woman who is the queen of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, her great rune, you don't actually use it, because you'll see once you acquire it. Yeah, and some of these towers are a bitch to get through. I don't think this one is, though. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. Alright, so now I can actually use the Great Rune, but I have to be at a site of grace to put it on. Alright, so even if you have it on, you still have to use, what's it called, a rune arc, I think, because I actually never used them. I didn't realize that I needed to activate it on myself as well. Alright, trying to remember. How we're supposed to get to this area. It's this way, maybe? No! That was a really crappy jump. Let's try this again. Okay. Alright, this might be the right way. That's nice. The tower shield. Okay, so this is Roderik's quest line. Surely what you seek is somewhere close by. And he's right, it's this way. No! Not again. For frick's sake. I know I still have this. What I was trying to remember. You need a rune arc to activate your great rune. Okay. I can't get it. The game wants me to jump and die. Alright, let's go open this door. Alright, so now this is an easy way in case I die. I can always come this way. There's a lot of jumping and it's really a really ridiculous enemy that we're going to encounter right now. Do I get the item and risk death? Or do I do the coward's way? I can do this. Whee. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm scared because I know there's one of those like these tree springs that are so annoying. It wasn't intentional to hit him with that dinky sword. Okay, it's down here. This is a death. So, just so you know, the chances of me dying here are pretty high. I guess I got a stone sword key. Not using poison, or I guess it's using fire or holy damage. Okay, well, surprise, surprise, I didn't die. And he gave me a golden seed. Not that I actually need him anymore. Okay, so this is, I think, the part where we find out what happened to the sorcerer. I don't know what that is. It just looks like a deflated octopus. So we saw he was stabbed or something happened to him. It looks like a I forgot what that curse is called. Okay, so we needed to see that so we can go back and tell him. But I'm not really sure what's at the top of this ridiculously long ladder. Man, honestly, I would be terrified if I had to climb a ladder this long in pure darkness. So what if I fell? It's a long fall. I can't see anything. Okay, there's nothing here. Oh my goodness! jackal. How many times I've been summoned to this jackal guy?
Hey.
Hi. And I'm used to bowing from the Souls games. So I'm not sure, is someone invading him, or does he just want help passing this level? Oh, looks like a massacre happened here. What are they doing? Like, what is happening? Why am I even here right now? I think she's golden. Did he literally just do that? It's death, dude, if you jump it. Oh, the red girl died? Where is this guy? Okay. I don't know what he wants. I don't even think he's invaded. Maybe he just summoned help. I don't know. Okay, well that was fun, wasn't it? Alright, so I'm back here in Stormville Castle, and so let's head back to Roundtable Hold and tell Sorcerer Rogier what I've discovered. Where is he?
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
That's it. Okay. Alright, so I believe that okay, his door's now open, so let's go talk to this guy. Gideon Ofnir.
You've received the wisdom of the Two Fingers, have you not?
Yep.
Then, just as promised, I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you? So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, He's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. Well, what is it now? The Academy of Raya Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Rennala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Rennala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the amber egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
Okay.
I understand you've been speaking to Nepheli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Okay. So I guess I lied. Melinia's not one of the... Or, I mean, she is a shard bearer, so... Actually, I don't really know. Okay, so I think that's... Actually, no, I still need to speak to Fia.
Have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long, a god is not easily felled. But one day without fail you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika.
Wow, he's praying.
You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms. Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine, and mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The blessing is still aflame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held? Regardless?
Yes.
Now,
I'd love to.
come closer. You are so very warm. I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Rogier likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
Okay, so she gave me a clue for the Black Knife Print, and that's required to complete his quest line, and it actually involves, I think, the Hunter of Death as well. So I don't think there's anyone else for me to speak to, and I guess that's it for this episode, everyone. Thanks for watching, and until next time, make sure you play Elden Ring. Goodbye.